Welcome, friends. It is I, Hi-Rez, and it's time for the Sunday vlog. Let's see, we talk about Smite first. So, Smite launch, that's cool. So I made the joke that all that changed with the launch is that we're going to have less content, and that was the joke of we're not going to have Poseidon anymore. And yeah, we don't have Poseidon to buy anymore, while we have the Dark Lord, Sun Wukong, stuff like that, but nothing new. Just, we launched, that's it. The big launch is happening, and everyone's watching that, and it's pretty cool to see the best teams go at it, and unsurprisingly, Cognitive is doing very well. My bracken's already been destroyed, though. There was one team I got wrong in that whole thing, but it was going pretty good there. I'm still pretty sure Cognitive's gonna win. This is gonna come out before the final battle, I believe, so we'll see whether or not Cognitive wins the whole thing. But I still got confidence in Cognitive, I really do. They're just that good, but they do have stiff competition, so we'll see what happens there. Let's see here, anything else Smite related? Well, we made the fan trailer, and that took, I gotta tell you about that. That took like 2 or 3 weeks to do. That took like 80 hours-ish to make, and it's only 2 minutes. Machinimas take a lot of work. Holy crap, they take a lot of work. We did hours and hours of shooting, hours and hours of figuring out what new shots we might need, hours and hours of editing the shots, making new shots. The writing took a while, voicing took a while, everything took a lot of work to do. So Machinimas take a lot of freaking work, more than I ever imagined. Like, I knew it was going to be a lot of work, but holy crap, was it a lot of work. But the results are good, the results are solid, looks very good. A lot of people enjoying the trailer, and I hope more people enjoy it. The more people see it, the better, because I feel like it will get some people to play the game, so I'm glad with that. So please do share that with anybody you want to share it with, and just, yeah, spread it around. The more people who see it, the better. Because, yeah, I think it does a good job of showing off the game and making people want to play it. At least I think so. Let's see what else here, Smite-related stuff. Well, Uller came out. We shouldn't see another God for another week or two, probably. Although we might see Kuba Karma this Wednesday. Who knows? Right after the launch, though, I think they're probably tired. But you never know. Maybe he'll come out. Or the week after he'll come out. And also, they got to do balancing stuff with that. I don't think Uller's going to get nerfed, but I don't know. I might be in the minority on that opinion. I've been wrecking him pretty good, but I've been doing pretty well with him as well. But I don't know. I don't really think Uller's that special. He's interesting and different, and he's got a lot of toys to play with, but he goes down just like anyone else, and he does kind of well like everyone else. So I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong on this one, but I don't really think he's going to get nerfed or buffed. I don't know. Maybe they'll do like little... They might do mini nerfs or mini buffs here or there for him, because I don't really think he needs anything big to really change up how he is. Kuba Karma is, they've already given out, he's going to have a throw, and also he's going to have basically Aniva's passive from League of Legends. And that when he dies, he falls asleep, and for 5 seconds he'll come back with, I think, 20% of his HP left. But you could kill him during that 5 seconds, so he's like Aniva from League of Legends, which is that Ice Phoenix that can come back if you don't kill him in time. It's funny, because I was thinking, I wonder if we're ever going to get a Karthus passive where after you die, you have like 5 seconds to do a little bit more before you die. And so far, no, but you never know, that might come up. But yeah, Kuba Karma's going to have that, and he has a throw. This is what's interesting. He has a throw that can be used on allies or enemies. Think about that for a second. He can make Ares into a Blink Ares if he doesn't buy Blink. He can make Odin into a Blink Odin. There's some interesting things that can go with that. Throwing Ymir, I have no idea if that'd be useful. Although, like, if you had 2 Guardians. I don't know. There's some interesting possibilities that you can have with that ultimate, just throwing somebody somewhere. Because what it does is it gives them a leap that they didn't have. That's what it does. It gives them a leap or a blink in a way, because you can throw somebody. And you can throw enemies, of course. You can grab a god and throw them away. You can do that. You can also grab a god and throw them into minions. I believe you can also throw minions. And wherever the god or minion lands does damage as well. So, grabbing an ally, throwing them into the enemy, and then bam, you hit them for damage, and then they do whatever they do, and they do even more damage. Picture that with Geb, too. Kuba Karma and Geb, he throws Geb over, and then blam, just does all that damage. With that ultimate, the Cataclysm, that'd be sweet. There's just some interesting combinations there. Like, we've seen this from Tiny in Dota, if anyone plays Dota. Tiny can throw other characters. So, Tiny is this rock guy that throws people, and he can throw other characters, like I just said. And there's some ultimates that are amazing with that. Like, what's her name? Not Death Prophet. The Ghost Chick, where her ultimate's a bajillion ghosts. That ultimate is amazing when Tiny throws her into a group. It's amazing. But yeah, there's going to be some interesting possibilities with this ability. Just the throw ability on its own is going to be some really cool combos coming out of that. I can't wait to see that. I forgot what the other abilities are. I just care about the grab and throw because that's pretty cool. That is a pretty cool idea there that they've taken that and we're going to use it now. And we'll see how that goes. Even funnier is Herc's not the only one that can throw a rock now, because he can throw Gibbs, so that's going to be great. It'd be dumb throwing Herc, and Herc does his rock, though. As funny as it'll look, probably not that great a combination there. Yep. Let's see, other Smite-related stuff. Alright, so we're talking about what we're going to do as far as Jungle Guide goes. Maybe we'll do an update or a full-on episode, I'm not sure. Also for the other roles. Okay, so I'm going to talk about this. So the Jungle Guide is like 20-ish minutes. The reason for that is the jungle has the most crap that they have to handle. This is true. Like, you can't debate that. Jungle has to do so much crap. The jungle has to pay attention to all three lanes. The jungle has to pay attention to the jungle. They have to think about counter jungling. They have to think about the enemy jungler. They have to think about so many stupid things. They got to think about the mid furies. They got to keep it level. They got to keep the lanes health. They got to do so much crap. Junglers have to do so much crap. They get the most blame every game because of the crap they have to do. So that's why the jungle guide's so long. Solo guide is probably the second most complicated in a way. Maybe third most complicated, with second being support when you think about it. But jungler has so many things to think about. That's why we have so much emphasis on how a jungler does things. So that's why that video's so long. And then solo had kind of a length because solo has to worry about ganks because they have to deal with the jungler the most. Mid and solo are the ones who deal with the jungler the most. You see junglers in the dual lane the least because there's always wards there. So really, you're going to see them in the solo and the mid the most. But I think mid doesn't need to be as long just because mid does rotate, but solo rotates more than the mid does. All the mids have to worry about the mid furies. Solo can also worry about the mid furies on their side as well. But solo had its length because there's just a couple things you got to think about as far as gank potential goes, because your lane just feels so long. While the mid lane, it's kind of a given ganks are going to happen, so you have to just pay attention to that. It is really frustrating to see a mid god be in too deep and die to a jungler, and then get mad at the jungler because, what do you want? You were in too deep and it was obvious, and what do you want? It was a little too obvious there, and that'd be like a little thing for the mid part. But I feel like Hunter mid, both those can be 5-minute guides. There are some complicated things to talk about, but you can go over them pretty quickly, I feel. So those are pretty straightforward roles that eventually when we do the guides for them, they're going to be about 5 minutes. That's not saying they're not important. That's just saying they're easier to explain than a jungler is. They definitely are. Support, about 5 minutes, a little bit longer. Just the idea is we want to try to compact things a little bit and just make them more easier to bite to. So 5 minutes. I think support maybe a little bit longer than 5 minutes because support is support and it does have rotations and knowing when to rotate, knowing when to stick to your lane, know where to ward, when you should ward these areas. Should you just be buying wards or should you be getting Eye of Providence? And the pros and cons to both in there. And just who's a good support besides, okay, so there's Guardians and then there's Guan Yu, Sun Wukong, and I don't think I'm going to mention the off supports. Like, there's other supports you can use that are really, really unconventional, that are doable, but very unconventional. We'll probably not talk about those. These are beginner guides, so I really should just talk about the Guardians and Guan Yu and Sun Wukong. Those are the safest supports right there. And yeah, so we'll be talking about all those things eventually when we do guides in the future. The question is, what order we do things, and how complex they'll be when we actually do them. But eventually the other roles will be out. Well, we'll do the other roles eventually, and the Jungle Guide, we're debating whether or not we're going to do a new thing or just do updates. Because Jungle, the only thing that's changed since the guide is a little bit of the meta, because support rotates more now. Like, they didn't rotate as much in the past. They rotate a lot more now, so he's just talking about how you should expect the support to rotate sometimes. You should expect them to help you out in the mids once in a while, as they try to help out the mid god or the Fury sometimes, because that's what supports do now. That's one thing that wasn't around back then. The other thing is that wards are cheaper now, so you should expect wards in all lanes, and just how you should approach that. You should be keeping an eye on the enemy god's items to see if they have wards or not, so you can get an idea when to do that. So it should be like periodical tabbing. Basically, periodical tabbing like every 30 or 60 seconds. Probably 60 seconds, because 30 is too psychotic, but tabbing once in a while to see whether an enemy god has a ward or not, so that you can see how well can you gank. And then rotating the mid furies, like when you should be getting them, when you should be telling the mid god to do it or the support to do it, because you can't always be there. Every 2 minutes is stupidly annoying to be there every 2 freaking minutes. I'll also talk about the timers a little bit. And what else is there? I think it's everything. Just warding is different now. Oh, you got to talk about the Rog and the Hog. The difference when you should consider getting that now, if you don't go for the level 2 at the start, if you go for level 1, how your rotation should feel. Also opening route, yeah. So the meta of Going with the solo was not established when I was doing when I did the jungle guide, so we have to update that as well. So there's only like 4 or 5 things to talk about. So the question is, do we want to do a full-on new guide and add those in? Or do we want to just do an update and just have those as the update? Just go, okay, here's the new things. You can still refer to the old guide for everything else. It's still useful because all this information is still there. The jungler mindset doesn't change. You're always keeping your lanes healthy. You're always you're relieving your lanes. You're trying to get kills to get yourself ahead. You're trying to help your lanes get even further ahead by doing ganks and stuff like that. Because my opinion will always be that the jungler is a pressure valve. It's your job to make things easier for the lanes. It's also your job to make things harder for your enemies. That's your job. You put the pressure on your enemies and you relieve the pressure on your teammates. That's what you do as a jungler. And doing it right, your team will do amazing. A jungler alone can win a match, but a jungler that makes a whole team win can be just amazing. Because you want it to be a whole team thing. You just do amazing things as a jungler. You can make a whole team win, or you can make just yourself win, or you can make everyone lose, depending on how you play. That's how a jungler is. Junglers are too damn important, but supports are getting very important as well. But not saying anything against Hunter, mid, or solo. Those guys are also very important. Every freaking role is important, we know that. But they're important at different stages. What's important for a solo is to farm up and not get killed the first half of the match, and then the second half they're doing amazing with rotations and stuff. The mid's job is to farm up and not get killed and try to get kills, because later on they'll be amazing. Hunter, the same thing. Hunters are farming like crazy, because late game they wreck so hard. The support and the jungler's job is to help these 3 lanes stay healthy and get strong for the second half of the match. The jungler's strength is the first half, the support strength is the first half, as they're making things go. And then support gets stronger as the match goes, jungler gets stronger as the match goes. And then if you did your thing right, all 5 roles are amazing. If you did okay, some of the roles are amazing while you got to carry 1 or 2 of them. And once in a while, only 1 role's doing great and somehow carries the entire team. This happens. But the best game is when you make all 5 roles shine. And all 5 roles are capable of doing that. A solo lane is capable of helping the other lanes get shiny by doing their lane well and relying on them to do well, and then rotating over and helping out when the time comes. Same thing goes for mid. Support, of course, is rotating around and helping out at nearly all times to help everything shine. Jungler does the same thing. They're constantly moving around, helping everyone shine. And then the hunter has got to stay in their spot, rotate if it's possible, but just farm up, and then late game they're the shiniest out of them all because they freaking wreck hard. So that's how that is. Everyone's just got to hold their own and just do right. And if they're in a bad leg, passive up and find an opportunity, or wait for a teammate to cause the opportunity for them. That's really how you go about it. You can make an opportunity for yourself, but it's harder to do, but if you can do it, good job. One more Smite thing is the highlights on the weekends. We're probably going to do less of that. People don't watch those as much anyway, and it is about an hour or 2 hour of work added on for that. And it does affect the streams because I don't play music during the stream, so we can get possible highlights for the weekends. And no, we're gonna stop doing that. If highlights happen, they happen. But we're gonna be playing music during the streams now because it does change the mood of the games. It does make the games more casual, more looser, more fun that way. And I'm less focused on trying to get a good highlight for the weekend with you guys. So there's that. So definitely gonna change up how we do the streaming and stuff when it comes to Smite, and just play more music. And of course, epic music as always is gonna be the choice. Unless we do something special, like when we did Loki with Mission Impossible music was hilarious. Thor with the Dovahkiin music was awesome. Just stuff like that. If we want to give the gods themes while we're playing them, that'd be great. We can play the Lion King while playing Mufasa. We can do that. Hell, if they ever had a bear, we can do freaking the Jungle Book with the bear necessities. I want to do that. Let's get a bear god already. Come on. Yeah, we could do that. That'd be kind of fun. Oh, freaking Naya, we could play Mulan music, because why not? Come on, we should play Mulan music. Be a man. Alright, let's see here. I think that's everything for Smite, so we're going to take out the highlights. There is another project we're considering either before or after the guides. And also, we're just thinking about a bunch of different projects and how we're going to do Smite, and eventually we'll decide what we do and go forward with that. For now, there's another project we're going to focus on just a little bit, so April might be... Maybe the first half of April is not going to see too much special projects for Smite, but eventually there'll be special projects for Smite going forward. And eventually we'll get to Confession Season 2. It's just me and Jinx, and we're working on so many things at once, because that's just the way we are. So eventually we'll see things, and of course, we will see the Duke in Season 2 of Confessions. I've been hyping this up for a long time, but yeah, we're gonna see Duke there. He does a good Apollo. He does a really good Apollo. I just need to think of jokes for it, because I haven't thought of any jokes for Apollo. I may as well have Duke do Vamana, because Duke is Vamana, so we'll do that as well. But, yeah, well, in the future, we will have more confessions and stuff like that. But, we also will have guides of some sort eventually in the future as well. We just gotta figure out what it is, because there's other projects. And that's it for Smite, so there's other things to talk about, which is the other projects. Alright, we're changing things up in April. The stream's changing. From now on, the stream's going to be 7 p.m. Monday through Friday. It's going to be 1 to 2 hours long. So we'll be doing LPing XCOM, and we'll also be playing Smite at those times. We're still going to do the patch notes, though. We're still going to do patch notes discussion from 2 to 4. And if there's no patch notes, then we just do viewer games. And if we do viewer games at that time, we'll see whether we do Smite again later on that day or not. My plan is to do Smite for 2 days of the Monday through Friday. Either Tuesday, Thursday, or Monday, Wednesday, and then XCOM will be the other days, and then Friday will probably be Hearthstone or whatever the hell else we want to do. Earlier in the day, we could have surprise streams, but no guarantees on that. Sunday, I'd like to still do 6 p.m. for streams. We may still do that. And Saturday is always up in the air. Family stuff usually happens on Saturdays, so not much choice, but that's how it goes. Besides that is Papers, not Paper. The Astoskin Fact of the Week, episode 20 is the last one. Something new is coming up for that slot. It is actually it's something new's going there. And another news, that big project I've been hyping up since December is finally coming, and it'll be up on Sunday. At least that's the plan. So, yeah, everything's coming up. So the big project that I've been talking about for 4 freaking months, well, 3 months, 3.5 months, is finally coming. It's going to come out next Sunday. It's going to replace the paper slot, and we'll see what goes with that. I am really hyped up for it. We have done probably the best work we've ever done to date with this thing. Like, our current best work ever is probably the Y Smite trailer, because that was a new project, and we did so well with that. I'm really proud of that. Really proud of what Jinx did with that. And this upcoming, because we're finally doing the project that I've been hyping up forever coming out, I'm really proud of this, too. There's a lot of work. A lot of work went into this. Jinx did some amazing things with it. I did some good things with it, and I can't wait for everyone to see it and what comes out of it. It's gonna be something else. It's very different, and I'm proud of it. I really am proud of it, and I can't wait for everyone else to see it and enjoy it, because it is something else. Thief going forward. Thief is pretty funny to do. Oh my god, you're gonna see some pretty interesting stuff coming up. Missions are longer than I thought, so I keep going, oh, this will be just 2 episodes. Like, oh, it's 3 episodes. My bad. But some interesting stuff comes up in Thief, and I can't wait for y'all to see that and see me either succeed or fail at being a ghost. Because a lot of fun is the tension of me trying to succeed, and then sometimes succeeding ridiculously and sometimes failing miserably, and that's where the fun is in that one. And I'm really enjoying doing Thief, so hope y'all watch that. Let's see here. Yeah, streamed format's going to be different. Going to see how it works out with a consistent format like that. I can definitely do 7 o'clock every night, so that's what's going to happen there. And I just work on everything else in the morning, so there we go with that. Anything else? I think that's it. We should see, in the future, there's going to be a Patreon on the stream, and you'll see that, and that should be interesting to see how that goes. Luftrausers. If you haven't seen the one-shot, please see it, because it is awesome, and you will be entertained. I really enjoyed that game. That's an amazing game. Very fun. It is epic in what it is. It is just great. And the upcoming one-shot should be a lot of fun. I already know a lot of you probably have a guess as to what the next one-shot's going to be. It's kind of obvious what it's going to be. And I'll be honest with, I'll be honest with you, everyone's doing a video on it. But we thought about doing this before that happened. Like, we don't just go with the crowd. We go with what we want to do ourselves. And like, yeah, I want to make a video of this. Hell yeah, this looks like fun. And then I see everyone's making videos. Like, okay, well, shoot. We're going to be in a sea here. I just hope no one accuses us of following the crowd here. But that's going to happen anyway, regardless. What are you going to do? Someone's always going to see you in a bad light, whether you like it or not. And we're going to make this video. And some people are like, oh, you're just joining the crowd. But it's really, we're just playing because we wanted to play it. And it looks like a balls lot of fun right there. So I can't wait to do that. Maybe I'm worrying too much, just worrying about that. I don't know. I think about this stuff a lot. I work on this channel. As you know, I spend a lot of time on this. So does Jinx. We spend about maybe like 8 to 10 hours a day on this channel because we just enjoy it so much. We really do. And things are going to get changed up in the next couple months, though. I'm going to go back to school. I figure I may as well get another degree and see what I can do with that. and see how that goes. And that'll change how the format is again, but in a couple months. So right now we're making a big push to do a lot while I can before I go back to school. But it's not going to change a lot of things, but it will change some things. It might change maybe how the streams are going to work out. Well, we'll see we're going to see how everything is in the future. Right now we're in April. School isn't until a couple months from now, so we'll see how that all changes. I'm talking too much already. I'm already over on time. I didn't even talk about the match in the background. The match in the background is an interesting match here. As you can tell by this point, someone DC'd. I don't know if they've come back yet, but they do come back, so there is hope. But this is a very intense match with me carrying as hard as I can, and two other gods carrying as hard as they can. And we just tried our hardest in the 5-man battle, and we tried as hard as we could. And I'm not going to spoil the ending. But, it was a hell of a battle. It was a heck of a battle there. Just tried my bestest. And that's what that was. Okay, so that is the vlog. I had fun. Hope you have fun watching. And that's what it's all about, isn't it? Having fun. Thanks for coming by, and see you next time. And what the hell's wrong with me? I didn't thank everybody. Thank you to Jinx. Thank you to you viewers. Thank you to everybody. Thanks to just everyone. Thanks. Thanks for the likes, dislikes, views. Hopefully future views, like more than one view, subscriptions, shout-outs, telling about us to other people. Just thank you for everything. That's how I always feel, and I gotta make sure... I forgot to do that. I know that's not good. I need to always remember to do that, because that's important. Because everyone's important. We make the content, but no one watches it, then what is it? As satisfied we'll be with it for ourselves, and it's fun to show it out to people. That's really the fun part, is seeing how people enjoy the stuff. I really like how people are really loving the Smite. I like that. So now, thank you everybody, and that is the vlog. I had fun. Hope you for watching, and that's what's all about, isn't it? Having fun. Thanks for coming by, and see you next time. Bananas.
Your right tower has been destroyed. Curses! Your right tower is under attack. I'm building stacks.
Attack!
Enemy missing right.
Okay.
I will wall. Enemy missing left. I will wall.
I'll gank left lane. I'll gank middle lane.
Enemy missing left.
Thank you, look.
Your team has destroyed a right enemy
Nice
tower.
job.
Hey, over there. Thank you, look.
Slain an enemy.
Gotta go fast.
Nice job.
I really must.
Nice man.
Retreat! Enemy left. Incoming middle. Attack left tower. Retreat left lane.
Did you see that?
Be right back.
I'm building stacks.
Gotta go fast.
middle out of mana.
No problem.
Who's small now, huh? Who's small now?
Your left tower, an ally has been slain. Defend left lane. Yes.
Gotta go fast!
Retreat middle lane. Enemies spotted. Be right back.
Hey, over there! Gotta go fast!
Enemy missing left.
Made you look! Hey, over there!
Turning right lane. Enemies spotted. Be careful. Okay. Help middle lane. Take left lane. Be careful, right. Be right back. Enemy missing left. Be careful, left. Take left lane. On my way. Be careful, middle. Enemies. Incoming middle. Incoming. Be careful, left. Retreat! On my way. Forward, tide waters! Enemies spotted. On my way. Be careful. Enemies behind us.
Made you look! Hey, over there!
You're coming with me.
An ally has been slain. You have slain an enemy. An ally has been slain.
Made you look! Hey, over there!
Face me.
You have been slain. Killing spree. An ally has been slain. Deicide. Your left tower has been destroyed. Enemies at the fire giant. Be careful. Completed. Building stacks. Awesome.
Yay!
Attack fire giant. Curses. An enemy has been slain. I'm returning left lane. I'll attack left lane. Attack left tower. I'm building stacks.
Be careful in the jungle.
Attack left tower. Follow me. Attack. Enemies in middle lane. Be careful.
Better recognize.
Be careful.
Did you see that?
Retreat left lane. An ally has been slain. Help!
Help middle lane. Cancel that.
Got to fight.
Attack middle lane.
You have been slain.
Nice job.
Be careful left.
Be careful middle.
Enemies incoming left. On my way. Enemies in left lane. I'm returning middle lane. Raise the glow. The heat bears down upon you. I'm returning to base. Out of mana.
Okay.
Enemy missing left. I'll defend right lane. Your right tower is under attack. Be careful middle. Be careful middle. Retreat middle lane. Gate right lane.
Gotcha.
You have slain an enemy.
Make him
On my
up.
way. You rock. Your team has... Your right tower is under attack. Be careful left. Retreat!
That's no fair.
You have been slain. Sorry. Help! Please? On my way. Enemy missing right. Defend the fire. Defend the cold fury.
Enemies in left lane.
Help! Gate right lane. Help!
Enemies in middle lane.
Your right tower is under attack.
On my team.
An enemy has been slain. You nice job. Thanks. Your middle tower is under attack. Be careful, middle. Defend middle lane. Your middle tower has been destroyed.
Over here.
An ally has been slain.
Hey, over there.
Your right tower is under attack.
Make you look.
Your right tower has been destroyed.
Gotta go fast.
Rampage! An ally has been slain. Shut down! Awesome! Your right Phoenix is under attack. Slain an enemy. You rock. Be right back. On my way. Ward the fire giant. An ally has been slain. I will ward. Defend right lane. I'm on it. We need wards. An enemy has been slain. Nice job. Nice job.
Nice job.
Killing spree.
Gotta go fast!
Enemies in the jungle. Yep. Enemies in the left jungle.
Reinforcements will do it. Defend
Killing
right
spree.
lane.
Your right Phoenix is under attack. Your right Phoenix has been destroyed.
Make you look! Hey, over there!
You have slain an enemy. Awesome. I'll defend right lane.
Make you look!
Defend the fire giant. Enemy missing right.
Hey, over there! Make you look!
Be right back. Enemy missing. Enemy missing. Be careful, right. I'm on it.
Gotta go fast!
Enemies in the right jungle. Yep. Be careful, right.
That's far enough.
Retreat. Nice job. Help.
You're fine. On my way.
Help middle lane. An ally has been slain.
Gotta go fast!
Rampage.
Here you go.
Be right back. Shut down.
Face me.
An ally has been slain.
Fun time. Go, Zoe.
I'm going to
An ally has been slain. Good game. Your middle Phoenix is under attack. Your middle Phoenix has been destroyed. Your Titan is under attack. Good game.